backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Florida State's offense takes the field. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They think there's room to run to the right here. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 20.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Pulls it fired complete. Still running up at 40. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Colorado. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so explosive. They can change.
Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got the quick pass. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could...
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Noles send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quick strike complete. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go right back to it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a grab, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucs!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilcox.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilcox.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
13, Florida State, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the...
He's got it inside the 15. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Handoff from the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, no! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you can't.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And David, how they would love to trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're getting this guy lathered up. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Running with power.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Buffaloes have moved it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Buffaloes!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance. Right?
Can anyone catch him? And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep
going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That didn't bust for a long one. Now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll try to pound their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And that might be just enough as they push the lead to 9 here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Fakes his man out. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.